Welcome back to Gooner Pavilion, and the Premier League is just days away, guys. And Arsenal are kicking off with one of the biggest possible ways. A trip to Old Trafford, guys. New season, new signings, fresh dreams, maybe a little bit of pre-match nerves thrown in for good measure, guys. Today on the Gooner Pavilion, I'm going to talk about Gyökeres. I'm going to talk about the preseason. We're going to talk about rivals, and we're going to set the tone for what's going to be one massive season. And here's the excitement level, guys. What is your excitement level? Is it through the roof, or are you furiously optimistic or cautiously optimistic? I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm somewhere between counting down the hours to Sunday and that feeling of refreshing BBC scores, when you're trying to find out what the game is because you can't watch a game. So we've got a full plate today, guys. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to go straight into it. So, gonna look at my Premier League's top four predictions from fourth all the way to the champions. A case for Arsenal winning the league. Predictions for Arsenal's first six fixtures, guys. You're gonna stick around for that. And to keep it spicy, I'm gonna do the same predictions for Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester City. But here's the twist. I'm not telling you what happens when they face Arsenal until the end, guys. So you're going to have to stick around for that. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. Okay, I'm starting with my top four predictions. I'm building from fourth to first. Starting in fourth place, guys, drum roll. I've got Chelsea, right? Listen, they're a side that are improving. They've got the blend of youth and experience now, and I think their recruitment this summer has been clever. But here's the thing. I think that there's still going to be a team that's learning how to win the big ones consistently. Listen, fair play to Chelsea, the Club World Cup and all of that. That was an achievement. I got to give them respect for that. They played the teams in front of them, they beat them, and they got to it. But I think even Chelsea fans would know it's a little bit too early to start talking about title run. So I think you hold, serve this season, try and get into top four. I think that they can do it. They've got the players. I'm not sure about their goalkeeper, but I think they've got a top front part of the pitch that can cause danger and be dangerous. So I can see them higher than fourth, maybe. But for now, I'm just gonna give them fourth, right? Okay. Third place, guys. You're probably not gonna expect this one. Liverpool. I've gone for Liverpool. They rebuilt that midfield. The attack is looking frightening. And listen, if they get Isak, whoo, that could be incredibly, incredibly frightening for everybody in the league, right? Signings have looked well. Most people say they've won the summer transfer window, right? K, Words, Gyökeres. And, if they get Isak in, that's unbelievable, right? And for me, I think the question mark is going to be defense, right? If you look at the preseason goals, they've considered a lot of goals. Look at the Charity Shield or the Community Shield, whatever they call it now. You saw how they look. I think Van Dijk is aging a little bit, so we'll see. We'll see. I think the defense is what for me might be holding, and I think they will drop. They will drop points. Third is still a strong season. I know. Liverpool fans are going to be like, what? We are the champions. But listen, it's 0-0 for everyone, right? So let's see how that goes. Right. Now, second place, I've gone for Manchester City. Yes, I'm saying it. City won't win the league. I know they've got depth. They've got Haaland. And Rodri, I hear stories that he might not be fit to start the season. So we don't know how that is. Jack Grealish, I hear, have just gone to Everton. But City made a lot of their recruitments in the January transfer window, right? So the summer has been a little bit quieter for them. But I think that they would drop just enough points to make it interesting. Which means First place, guys, Arsenal fans, Gooners. I think this is it. This is our year. This is the year that we take first place after coming second in 3 consecutive seasons, guys. And here's the case for it. I'm not just, saying it because I'm an Arsenal fan. I know a lot of you are gonna be thinking that if you're watching and you're not an Arsenal fan. But for goodness, right, I'll tell you the reasons why I'm very, very optimistic this year is our year. First of all, Gyökeres. I think Gyökeres gives us that penalty box presence, something that we've been crying out for. And only 2 games, I can already see him creating a bit of a partnership on that left hand side with with Martinelli. And guys, I know all of you that are trying to get Martinelli out of the club, not so fast, because I think he's still got a lot to offer for Arsenal. And it'll be bonkers, absolutely crazy for Arsenal to let Martinelli go. I don't care who else you're bringing in that squad. You need to have competitive players, and Martinelli has shown he's a big game player. He scored game goals against Man City, he scored goals against Liverpool, and he scored goals against Real Madrid. Why would you want to let that player go for something more shiny, right? I think you keep Martinelli. Martinelli would do things. Gyökeres for me makes that difference. Zubimendi, he looks good. Arteta's probably going to try something with Declan Rice sitting a little bit deeper. He can carry the ball, and Zubimendi can nick in every now and then and connect the dots between the defense and to Odegaard. So I think that Zubimendi is going to be special for us. And more importantly, guys, the squad depth. The squad depth for Arsenal is going to be key. We saw how that created a lot of problems for Arsenal last season. And even with the injuries, Saka, 4 months, Odegaard, 3 months, Ben White, 3 months, Havertz, 4 months. Even with all of those injuries, guys, Arsenal came second. Just let that sink in for a second. With all of that, what was going on, at some point, we had to deploy a emergency center forward in terms of a midfielder to play up front, and we came second. Imagine when we have all those cards on the table, guys. That is it. We've been close for so long. This year, we are ready. All right. Okay. Moving on. Right. Let's talk about the fixtures. No scores yet, guys. This is just win prediction. And remember, I'm saving the Arsenal match results against these rivals till the end. First up, Manchester United. Arsenal at home. I'm gonna hold that prediction, right? Because you're gonna have to you're gonna have to wait till the end to know what that prediction looks like. But Fulham away, a win. Burnley at home, win. Man City, that's a loss, right? Sorry, Man United fans, that's a loss. Chelsea at home, that's a draw. Going for a draw. Brentford at home, that's a win. Because without Thomas Frank, I don't know if Brentford is exactly the same thing. So we're gonna see how they look like. So that's 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss from the games we're talking about. A solid start. But playing Arsenal at home and Man City away is gonna be brutal for Manchester United. Right. Okay. I know the numbers don't add up, right? Because the 6 predictions, I've just not said the Arsenal score. Right. So let's go to Liverpool. First 6 fixtures, Bournemouth, win. Newcastle United away from home. I'm going to go for a draw. Arsenal, we're going to hold that one for a second. Burnley, win. Everton, I know it's a Merseyside derby, but they're going to be playing at Anfield. I'm going to give them a win there. Crystal Palace, it's a win. Liverpool, Eze might not be there in Crystal Palace by then. So 4 wins, 1 draw, and whatever happens against Arsenal, which could define their early title push. All right, let's look at Chelsea, guys. Chelsea, first 6 fixtures. Crystal Palace, win. West Ham, win. Fulham, win. Brentford, I'm going to go for a draw. Brentford away, I'm going to go for a draw. They play Manchester United away, I'm going to go for a draw as well. And then Brighton, I'm going to go for a win against against Brighton. So for Chelsea, that's 4 wins, 2 draws. Unbeaten, right? Drop a few points, but 4 wins and 2 draws. Unbeaten. Okay, let's talk about Manchester City. Wolves away. It's got to be a win. Spurs, it's a win, right? Brighton, win. Manchester United, win. So you can see that going into that Arsenal clash, Man City are almost going with a perfect record into the game. So Arsenal game away. Not gonna say that one just yet. Burnley win. So an almost perfect start for Manchester City, right? So what's it gonna be, right, guys? Right? I know you've been waiting for it. Let's talk about Arsenal fixtures. We've built up to this one, so guys. So here we go. Manchester United away. Yes, I'm calling it. Opening day statement, Old Trafford silence. That's a win. A win. Leeds at home, win. Comfortable. Liverpool away. That's a win, guys. This is the moment when the league says, okay, Arsenal are for real. Nottingham Forest, that's a win. Man City, I think this one's gonna be cagey. I don't think anyone's gonna blink, so I'm gonna go with a draw in this game. Arsenal against Manchester City, I'm gonna go with a draw. Newcastle, tough ground for Arsenal. We've not traditionally done very well in Newcastle, but I think this team's mentality will be different this season. And without Isak, I think Newcastle are not exactly the same team. Don't get me wrong. If you watch my videos, I talked about Jacob Murphy. I think he's probably one of the underrated players, for Newcastle. But they played Arsenal very, very gritty, in that preseason game. But I think I like my chances against Newcastle. So I'm going to go for a win, right? So that's 5 wins and 1 draw. And if that happens, guys, the dream is very much alive. So there you have it, guys. My early prediction for the top four. Why Arsenal can win the league and the opening running for us and the big rivals. Now, I know some of you are thinking, right? Okay, Eddie, you've gone full optimism here. And maybe I have, but football is all about belief. And right now, I believe this could be the season Arsenal finally go all the way. So next episode, watch out for my video where I'm gonna look at, build up to the actual Manchester United game where I would actually do the score prediction as well. But until then, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well. Share this with as many people as you want, including not Arsenal fans. And I'll see you at the next one. Come on, you Gunners.